Good morning and thanks for joining today's seminar. We're completing the final unit of our studies on students' mental health and wellbeing. Today we'll go over some general understanding of student mental health and wellbeing, delve further into anxiety and how it impacts our students, and lastly I'll provide some useful resources to implement in your classrooms to support students facing mental health issues. So, why is it important to acknowledge students' mental health and wellbeing in the classroom? Research conducted by Charles Darwin University indicates that higher levels of mental health are associated with increased learning, creativity and productivity, better social behaviours, and positive social relationships. Students' wellbeing is defined as a student's overall development and quality of life. 1 in 7 Australian children aged between 4 and 17 are currently experiencing mental health issues. Of those, more than half will face a mental health disorder before the age of 14. Mental health and wellbeing lays the groundwork for a child's physical, social, educational, emotional and cognitive development. The Australian curriculum addresses mental health and wellbeing through health and physical education, where all year groups focus on personal, social and community health. Specifically, they also work on communicating and interacting for health and wellbeing. So firstly, what is anxiety? Anxiety is a feeling of fear, dread or uneasiness. It may cause physical signs such as sweat, restlessness, rapid heartbeat or tense body language. Emotionally, someone with anxiety can appear reserved or worried. Importantly, someone with anxiety can mask their emotions and have outbursts of pent-up feelings such as a panic attack, anger, or defiance. Anxiety can be a normal reaction to stress and change, and for most of us adults, it is a feeling we face when we have too much on at work when making an important decision. For our students, it can appear as not being able to concentrate in class or able to complete schoolwork, feeling self-conscious and avoiding certain social situations. It can impact on their relationships with their peers and can go as far as avoiding school. How do we support our students who are facing these issues? I'm a Year 3-4 teacher and have utilised the following resources to support students in high anxiety situations. These resources are adaptable to other year groups, however this is how I implemented them in my class. The first teaching resource that aids in explaining and expanding the understanding of anxiety is the Smiling Mind app. The Smiling Mind app has been created to support educators in the delivery of mindfulness, offering 120 pre-planned lessons for years 1 to 6 across 20 different cell topics. The Smiling Mind app integrates daily mindful meditation into a classroom routine and allows students to choose when and where they want to practice. The Smiling Mind app directly links to the Australian curriculum's personal and social capabilities. The Smiling Mind app can be used as a whole school approach to mental health and wellbeing or used as an individual educator's approach to mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation is techniques utilised to calm the body and mind and has been approved to support a student's ability to manage stress, stay engaged in their learning as well as stay on track academically while avoiding behavioural problems. The Smiling Mind app supports students' ability to recognise their emotions before they are too much for them to handle, allowing them to build on their emotional intelligence and supporting their ability to relate to others who may also face similar emotions. Implementing a mindful minute meditation into your classroom routine would better support students who do not know how to recognise their emotions. It could also be used as a cue for students who do recognise their emotions but need some time to process, allowing them to step away from stressful situations to regain themselves and improve their social interactions during this time. The Smiling Mind app supports Maslow's hierarchy of needs in that it meets the foundational requirements of love and belonging, esteem and safety. The implementation of the Smiling Mind app supports students in feeling safe in their environment by being able to recognise when they need time to process instead of being overwhelmed. It supports their sense of belonging and acceptance by having their emotions recognised and strengthening their social interactions with their peers, all of which build on their self-esteem in being confident and feeling good about themselves. My second resource to share is a book called What to Do When You Worry Too Much, A Kid's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety by Dawn Hubner. The book is aimed at students aged 6 to 12. The book is engaging and easy to follow with humorous illustrations that make the concept and strategies easy to understand, with clear how-to steps and prompts to draw and write about their emotions. The author, Dawn Hubner, is a psychologist and has created this book as a what-to-do guide for kids in how to manage and overcome their anxiety through the cognitive behavioural techniques used in the treatment of psychological concerns such as mental health issues. The book starts by comparing worries to tomatoes, and just like tomatoes, if you water your worries by focusing on them, they will grow. Each chapter of the book outlines a different aspect of worrying and provides children with practical ways in understanding and overcoming their worries. Utilising the book in a group setting allows the educator to guide the information and outcomes of the learning. Looks like my time is up, so I will close out our learning session today with another small and practical technique to utilise when your students, or even you, become too overwhelmed. Utilising the 3-3-3 rule, have your students name 3 things they can see, 3 sounds they can hear, and move 3 different body parts. This will become their focus instead of their anxiety.